The story of Ah Chong is a story which has been enacted many times in many homes and in many lands.
What are you doing here?
Nothing, just looking. What's wrong with that?
Look, it is 11 o'clock. Being a schoolboy, you should be home by now. Go home, please.
It often begins in the most innocent way, like when parents do not care enough for the welfare of their children. Take, for example, Ah Chong's mother, Mrs. Wong.
Ah Chong, you're very late. You cannot have your dinner.
Mrs. Wong has a servant to do what normally every good mother should do herself. But then she just hasn't the time. Or has she? Yes, Ah Chong is quite a guy, isn't he? We can see that books and study are not his first love. Now here is Mr. Wong, a successful businessman because he works hard and often till very late. Of course, we don't expect his wife to take off his shoes for him. But let's eavesdrop on them.
I thought you were returning home tomorrow. You look very tired.
At least I don't waste my time playing mahjong. Is Ah Chong studying? Don't you all get fed up playing mahjong night after night? Alan, bring me a warm drink.
A normal family, you would say? But then, this is only the beginning of our story.
Wong is always like that when he comes back from outstation. What about tomorrow night?
We'll let you know.
Oh no,
How much did I owe you yesterday morning?
$13.
Ah Chong, like most boys, has his own special friends in whom he could trust and confide his secrets or his hopes. They are inseparable. Not all his friends have rich parents, like Lim, for instance, but they are his friends all the same.
This is the second time you boys have been late this week. What have you to say now? Never an excuse. Stand outside.
If Ah Chong is late for school, his friends are late also, naturally.
Good morning, Ato.
Morning, Alan. Alan, could you please just clear the table for me, if you don't mind? Alan, could you please answer the call for me? Thank you.
And what about Mrs. Wong? Well, after last night's mahjong, what's the hurry to look pretty?
Ato,
Coming.
phone for you.
Hello? Oh, yes. Morning, Betty.
Are you all right this morning?
Betty, we'll have to play at Susan's place. I have to be back before Wong returns from the office. All right? Thank you. Bye.
I had a call earlier from Chin in Alosta. There's a big consignment coming up, and I'll be leaving this afternoon.
But what about the note from Ipoh?
You handle that one for me, Musa.
Okay, I'll do that.
Thank you.
That's it. Ring up your wife and tell her you have to go to Alostar. She would love it, wouldn't she?
Wong is going to Alostar this afternoon. Yes, fine. Bye.
Most schoolboys can't wait to get home after school hours, but not Ah Chong and his friends. That's because Ah Sang is waiting for them. So, like most boys, they have a shortcut to their favorite rendezvous.
But Mr. Wong, I learned from his teacher that your son Ah Chong has been late twice this week. He's an intelligent boy, but his marks have gone down badly.
I'm really surprised to hear that. However, I'm leaving for Alosta now. Can I see you on Friday?
Yes,
Thank you, Mr.
It's embarrassing to hear complaints from the headmaster about your son's conduct in school. But let's hear what Mrs. Wong has to say about it.
Always complaining about that poor boy.
He must have good reasons for doing so. What I want to know is, what you do when I'm away. You and those cronies of yours, all you do is play mahjong.
What do you expect me to do?
Don't you realize he's our only son? Don't you care for him at all?
Why are you blaming me? What do you expect me to do? Follow him to school? Do his homework for him?
That's all you know. I'm warning you, Molly. We'll be in trouble one of these days.
Afternoon, Pa.
Chong, I want to speak to you. Why have you returned so late?
I went for sports practice, Pa.
Your principal says you have been late for school twice this week. Is that true?
Yes, Pa.
Now I suppose you're going out to play again.
No, Pa, but I have to go for concert rehearsal.
I don't want to hear any more complaints from your principal. Do you understand?
Yes, Pa.
When I return, I'll see what has been wrong all this time, and I intend to put it right.
Ah Chong had said he was going to a concert rehearsal, but anybody can see that this is not a concert hall. Far from it. And with Ah Sang waiting for them, it all adds to mischief. Sometimes one petty crime leads to another and another.
Let O be the center of the circle. Join OD. OB. Take down this.
A nice looking watch. Looks expensive too. Chong and his friends perhaps do not realize that a crime, however small, is still a crime, with or without violence.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Wong.
In a moment, please. Wong à? Phone.
Coming!
Could you and your wife attend a parent-teachers meeting at the school tonight at 8:30?
Certainly we can. I've been wanting to see you about my son.
Fine, thank you. See you then. Bye.
Bye.
What does he want now?
We are going to a parent-teachers meeting tonight at the school.
What? Tonight? But I...
Don't tell me you have that silly mahjong party again tonight. I'm really getting fed up.
You don't have to shout at me, you know. I simply don't like to go, that's all.
Look, Molly, this concerns our son, and we have never attended a single meeting before. I insist that you come along. Can't you forget your mahjong once in a while?
You can go, I'm not, and leave my friends out of this.
Now, Molly, I'm telling you again, and for the last time, I don't want you to turn this house into a gambling den. If you don't want me to embarrass your friends...
All right, I know.
It is not often that parents see eye to eye about a problem and try to work it out themselves. It is always sad when this happens.
So you see how important it is that we meet as often as possible so that you all may be kept informed of your children's progress. Our duty is to educate them to the best of our ability. But as parents, you too have an even greater responsibility to play. Yes, Mr. Wong?
Mr. Sun, if a boy is not doing well at school, surely you don't think the blame should be on the parents. After all, we have done our duty in sending our children to school. It is therefore up to the teachers to give them the best they can.
It is our responsibility to see that they get the best of education as long as they are in school. But their education after school hours depends a great deal on you, parents. You owe it to them and to yourself to see that they are provided with every facility to work and study at home in peace and quiet, free from noise and disturbance.
Ah Chong and his friends may not know it, but they walked into an ambush laid for a gang of kidnappers.
No, sir, there's a man dying there, sir, on the spot there.
Mana mari tunjuk.
No, the body was here. It's not here.
Ah Chong and his friends have been fortunate this time. They were not shot or wounded during the gun battle. There may not be a next time. Prompt action by the police saved the Tauke from death, and 4 of the gangsters were killed and 2 arrested.
Hello? One question? No, they are not at home. What? I'm telling you, go police station. All right, all right. Mr. Wong, Ah Chong has been arrested.
Mr. Sun, please excuse us.
Yang Tauke yang lupa tu?
Itu juga Tauke yang lupa saya sudah hantar kos.
Mayat yang 4 orang yang ditembak tu dah hantar hospital juga?
Mayat yang 4 orang yang kena tembak tu sudah saya hantar ke mortuary.
Tu yang 2 orang yang kata ada tangkap gangster tu, mana dia?
Yang 2 orang lagi tu ada di bawah. Ini pun seorang daripada
pegawai dalam. Tuan, gua mau tengok punya anak.
Encik ni apa nama?
Lim.
Yang mana Datuk?
Ini.
Datuk, bawa 4 orang tu bawa keluar.
Chao kina kalau kong kui pai dah lintang.
Jangan
Kalau mang chang we chang, kui tak pai kong chang le biao tia. Chao kina wa ke nang cham we cham. Kong kui pai tia biao tia.
Kita boleh siasat betul.
Maya jahat lah ini anak.
Berapa kita siasat?
Berapa kali cakap dia tak mau
kita
dengar.
boleh bagi dia balik. Nanti kita siasat. Bila kita siasat kita boleh bagi tahu.
Petty crimes like those committed by Ah Chong and his friends, if not prevented early, have a habit of becoming serious crimes later. And in most cases, the parents have only themselves to blame.
Bila kita siasat, kita boleh bagi.
Dia salah apa?
Dia salah, dia ada curi. Calon 2 orang gangster tu apa jadi sebenarnya?
Sudah saya masukkan dalam lokap.
Baik.
Officer,
Yes.
why is my son arrested?
Your son has been arrested by the police for offense of theft. Since the investigation is incomplete, we have to carry out the investigation fully. Then after that, your son will be released on bail.
All right.
In the meantime, I think you better take a seat down there.
All right. Ah Chong, there you are.
Ada satu orang bersama-sama dengan yang 4 saya tangkap, saya bawa balik. Ahli kongsi gelap.
Siapa nama dia?
Nama dia Asang.
Datuk, bawa orang yang nama Asang keluar.
Ah Sang already has a previous record, and for him, his offence is more serious than Ah Chong's or his friends.
Saya tangkap dia bersama-sama dengan budak yang 4 orang.
Baik, Datuk. Boleh bawa dia balik. Barang-barang kes semua tu dah dapat?
Barang-barang kes semua saya ada bawa balik.
Baik.
The 4 of you have committed the offence of stealing 2 hubcaps, and for which you have been found guilty. In view of that, it is in your own interest that you two be sent to an institution where you can be taught some discipline and learn how to live as a law-abiding citizen. As regards you, Sami and Chong, the probation report states that you come from respectable families. I see that each of you have your parents here, and they have undertaken to see that you behave yourselves in future. In view of this, I order the father of each of you to execute a bond to exercise proper care and guardianship for a period of 12 months, and that during that period, both of you will be under the supervision of a probation officer.
Now you have just finished listening to a recording of
Ah Chong and Sami are fortunate to have their parents stand bond for them. But even then, a crime has been committed, and at such an early age too.
Since the bell has just gone, I would like to give you a piece of homework to do for today. Can you write an appreciation?
Ah Chong has realized his mistake, and returning the watch stolen from his classmate does not atone for his crime. But he and his friends will at least have learned that crime does not pay.